Okay, guys, example number 2 says, a teacher uses a histogram and a box and whisker plot to display the test scores of the students in a math class. Okay, what are the advantages of each display? Now, this first one, it shows that it looks like one person got somewhere between a 61 and a 70. 4 people got between a 71 and an 80. It looks like 7 people got between an 81 and a 90. And then 5 people got between a 91 and a 100. Okay? Now, that's one. That's the histogram. Let's look at what they said the advantages of using the histogram are. Okay? And I have those, you have that right in front of you. I mean, you can see it, but I just want to sort of focus on one at a time. They say that using the histogram, the teacher can quickly compare the number of students in each of the intervals. For example, the teacher can see that 7 students scored between 81 and 90, while only 4 students scored from 71 to 80. And guys, you can see, if I draw this, this gives you an idea of where the bulk of the students landed, right? Instead of just looking at the number scattered out across the page, if you clump them, if you group them into intervals, you can see, oh, look, the biggest interval is right here in the B range, right? And I had a good number of A's here. That's happened before. This looks like some of y'all's quizzes. Okay? All right. One person struggled down there. Yep, that happened. But it gives you a good sense of where most people are located. All right? What is it? Well, let's see. This is 5. This is 7. This is 4 and 1. So that's 12, 17.
That's a big
Yep. Okay. Now the next one. The next one is a box and whisker, and it shows between 60 and 100 on the number graph. Okay? And let's see what they say are the advantages of this one. Let me ask you this just before we get started, just before I look at this. Do you see any outliers in this one? Remember, the outlier from the homework is a number that is 1.5 times the interquartile range from the upper quartile or the lower quartile, right? So would you say that 98 is 1.5? Well, what's the interquartile range? 15, right? 91 minus 76?
Yeah.
Okay. So we know it has to be 22.5 away, because that's 1.5 times 15. Neither 66 or 98 are 22.5 from the lower quartile or the upper quartile. So we don't have any outliers in this one. We might if we had someone that was maybe scored a 33. Okay, that would be an outlier for this one. Okay. Now, this says, using the box and whisker plot, the teacher can easily divide the scores into low, middle, and high groups of approximately equal size. Okay. For example, the teacher can conclude that about 25% of the class scored 91 or better. About 25%. Yep. And that about 50% of the class scored between 76 and 91. All right? So it gives you a good sense of where people are falling. All right? Does that make sense? Okay, we just kind of talked through that one. Good job. Next example.